After I did all the floors on the first level and part of the second, I decided let's start with walls. This is not my favorite thing to do, but I have never done this many layers of wallpaper. I believe there are 5, and it took an enormous amount of patience and willpower to do it because it is not my favorite task. And as you see here, I'm trying to uncover this original paper. I really want to uncover it in each room and then display it like in framed pieces of it because they are extraordinary throughout the house. This, again, is the foyer wallpaper, and it's quite tough, really tough to get through some of these papers. And I can't tell if there was paint at some point around them. I think there actually is paint in between the papers, which made it incredibly difficult. I did use a Wagner steamer, which helped a lot. It just took an enormous amount of time. I tried vinegar, I tried water, I tried everything I could think of. The Wagner really worked. It just took time. Shoot. Okay, let me see how low I can go with this. This is the original paper. Okay, I figured there are 5 layers. And this gorgeous, it's like fabric, is the first layer. It took me a while to figure it out. I didn't know which one was which. There's so many papers on here. But then I'm trying really hard to save a piece of this. Finally was able to get to it. And you can see part of the pigment's actually coming out on here. Isn't it I mean, these early papers are like handmade. And they're actually like fabric. They're really interesting. It's so pretty. I mean, and all this time, I have not been able to open it up because it's, if you can see, it's on here. So wow, what a find. The other interesting thing is you notice I'm going all the way across, and it only went to here because this is the first piece. In many of the rooms, we have picture rails, so that could have been what was there. The other thing is there was wallpaper on the ceiling, and that was a little bit hard on my neck, but it came off rather easily. There were a couple spots that were harder that I did have to get the Wagner out for. Well, here's a big mess I need to clean up, and my dogs like to get into it, so I have to move right along. During this task, I was asked often, how do I have all the energy I have at my age? And here's my answer. The fact that I'm 58 years old, this isn't easy for me. I don't have like massive amounts of energy that a lot of people think I do. It may come across that way because of what I'm doing. But I have to take regular rests. I have to listen to my body. I need to make sure that I take a leave and drink a lot of water. Sometimes I don't sleep well. It can be stressful. So don't want everybody to think that this is all cake and ice cream and easy. It isn't, but it's very rewarding. Thanks for being here. So once all the paper was down, I was a little disheartened to see that I had to go back and get all these minuscule areas that I missed, to my dismay, which took actually more time than you could ever imagine. Then I got up on the stairwell. And again, the Wagner, a lot of time, and not such a bad view, actually, but still, there you go. My view. It was very controversial, but I want to keep the plaster. I don't want to take it down. I don't want to remove the lath, but I also cannot afford a plasterer. We are doing this on a very tight budget, so I'm using what's called hot mud or Durabond to repair. But first, I have to do the ceiling. Whatever was left that I couldn't get, I needed to use the Wagner. You have to be super careful when you're doing over your head so you don't get that hot, steamy water on you. But it did all come off. Then it was repairing, getting out nails, using this Durabond to repair any holes that were in the wall. They were in really, really good shape. I don't want the walls perfect. I actually love the plaster the way it is. So minimal repair and a kind of a rough finish. Also, the other thing is I have to do this myself. We have to do it ourselves. We are not bringing in people because we don't have the budget for it. So here's the repair, and here's the hot mud, Durabond or hot mud, which is appropriate and adhesive for old plaster being skim coated on the foyer wall. And it took a little while to get used to it. This is like my first go, so I've gotten much better, but it's fun. I love the way the texture is once you pull the product and move it. I'm not going to be sanding. I want this to be a bit rough. So I'm pleased, and paint will be coming up soon. We definitely have more walls to finish and repair before paint. Again, thanks for being with us. Subscribe to Restoring Green Hill to see what colors we choose and how the walls turn out.